Okay, so today is a bit more of a serious topic. Burnout. This is something I've personally experienced, so it's something that I I want to help others to avoid. So sometimes people will burn the candle at both ends. So you'll be like working longer and longer hours and producing fewer and fewer results and putting in lots of effort. Now, the thing with burnout is it's completely linked to the situation. So it's different from depression because with burnout, if it's about your job, for example, and then you take some time off and you feel great on the time off, or you feel normal on the time off, and then you come back to work and then you feel depressed or you have any symptoms of burnout, low energy, low drive, cynicism, any of those kind of things, chances are it's burnout, not depression. Now, um, either way, you still need to deal with it, and that will probably involve getting help. It could be help from a professional or help from your employer if it's about work. Um, but also, it's not just restricted to work, it could be caregiving as well. It might be that you have someone who's dependent on you and looking after them. You love them, but at the same time, looking after them drains your energy. So, regardless of the situation, you need to do something about it. Ideally, we want to prevent it from happening in the first place. So, I'll talk about that first. I'll talk about what happened to me. So, I was really ambitious. I still am, but I was overly ambitious. I had one main job, so I was teaching, and then I took on a second teaching job. So I ended up working 6 days a week, and usually 30 or more hours was quite common. And then in the summer, it went up to 38. And for those of you who aren't English teachers, uh, 20 to 25 hours is um, usually full-time hours. So I was doing all that, and then I decided to start studying for a diploma as well, which um, which I really wanted to do because it would really help my teaching. I also have a family, and then I changed jobs to become a manager, and going from teaching to management. Well, it was management and teaching because I still had the other job, and I still have cover teaching sometimes, plus the diploma, plus the family. It was all too much. So I thought I could do everything. I thought I was Superman. So I started putting in more hours before work to try and catch up on things I was falling behind with. And everything just left me drained and negative and just resentful at all of the work and all of the things that I couldn't do, the things that I wanted to do that I couldn't do, go home and wouldn't have the energy to play with my family. So it was pretty bad. Now, looking back, my my boss was could see it already before I even realized and was trying to give me help, trying to give me suggestions of things to do to manage it, to help myself, like take time off when I needed it. But to me, taking time off would mean that I'll get behind if I take a day off. When in fact, actually, taking time off gives you that breathing space to recharge and come at it fresh. And then only working within your working hours means that like the work you do is more quality and you have more focus. So the first thing I'd say as a preventative thing is look at all of the things that you're doing in your week. Do you want and need to do all of them? Like, what are the most essential? And stick to those. I'm assuming your job is probably going to be one of them. Um, and then, like, are there loads of other things you're involved with that you maybe don't need to or don't want to be involved with? It could be that you take a pause from it or you just completely stop doing it. I think that will help. But yeah, if you're already feeling burnout, then talk to your boss. See if there's a way to manage the workload better. Like, can you get some help on different things? And then consider professional help as well. Like, talk to a doctor. See if you can find some help there. But it's something you got to take seriously because it it's like it's a downward spiral. It just gets worse and worse until you step back. I only realized fully once I took 2 or 3 weeks off work, and then when I came back, I I realized that yeah, it was burnout, not depression that time. And I'm someone who has suffered from depression for most of my life, but it wasn't that this time. So like having that time out was such a benefit for me. So use your holiday. Don't think of it as killing your productivity. If anything, having that extra energy boost, you're going to come back more productive. And look at your work day. Like, what things are you doing in your day that maybe you don't need to be doing? Like, are there jobs that you're doing that don't add any value or don't need to be done? Can you talk to your boss about like cutting certain things out or what to prioritize? Can you reduce the number of hours you're working? So have a look at all the different options and then do some research on burnout because you've got to take it seriously. It it's really it's really bad for your health. To, and I was going through it for months and months at a time, and I've been close to the edge a few times again, but I I ended up quitting the extra job. I put the diploma on hold. I hope one day I'll come back to it. I've still done a lot of the reading for it. Um, and then I refuse to do work like outside of my normal hours. And then when I'm at work, it's about maximizing the time I'm at work, getting into flow as often as I can, avoiding unnecessary tasks and things that will only take a couple of minutes to do, then I'll just do those quickly, get them out of the way so that the list of things is not overwhelming anymore. You'll find your way, but you do need to think about it. Take some time to stop, think, what is the problem? What are the problems? And how can you improve your situation? If you want to talk more about it, leave a comment and we can start a discussion. But if you're feeling signs of burnout, get help. Hope you feel better soon and take it easy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.